Hello boys, welcome back to Warren's Model Aircraft, update 4 of the submarine Spitfire. I've put the masking on yesterday, paint mask. I have painted the number 30 Hummel, which is the dark green, on, and I have just put Maskol over the green camo, and then as soon as that's dry I might put on the ocean grey other part of the camo tonight, or if I don't feel like it because it's 12:15 now, I might do it tomorrow. So that's the stage I'm at the moment. The undercarriage is all painted up, did that a couple of days ago. So I'll just give you a quick butchers at this one. I was watching Rebel at Cloud9's video on chipping. What he actually does, he paints the whole, he primes it, I think. I'm not sure if it's primed or not, I couldn't really tell. But he puts, I think he might put on a silver paint as a primer, and then he puts on the main coat of the aircraft, and then that's how he does his chipping, by scratching with a cocktail stick or the blade of his scalpel, and he does his chipping like that. And I've watched Making Models Again video and Alex modelling, and they actually don't use that technique. They actually just get a really, I think it's a grade 0 really fine brush, and they just get silver or chrome or polished steel paint, and they just like dab it onto the aircraft, which looks very effective. And Rebel Cloud9's technique looks effective as well. Right then, I'll give you a quick look at this. And Steve, I'm loving that MiG with the Fury compilation. I think that's very good, and I was quite shocked when you was reading about the history, and you were saying that a few of the Fury pilots who were flying the Fury prop plane were shooting down jet-powered MiGs with a prop plane. There must be some really good pilots to do that, to take down MiGs, I tell you. Right, here we go. Show you this. There we go. There we have, as you can see, it's gone very dark because that's the Maskol drying. You can see it's still wet. Yes, I've had a couple of people saying about my pre-shading technique and thought it was very accurate. Well, normally I use my airbrush, and I'll show you the one I was using. I was using that one, which it's only a cheap airbrush. It was only about £35, and it was not too bad really, but I could control the paint flow with this, so I could just about do panel lines with it. It wasn't very, hold on, I have to charge my battery up, hold on, it's going to go off. Ooh. If I can get it plugged in, I'll be alright. Come on. Alright, plug this in. Don't want it going off. Shit. There we go, we're in. Extension cable there. Right, there we go. Yeah, where was I? Yeah, this one, it was only a cheap one. It was okay for doing panel lines, but you used to get splatter marks around the panel lines, and it was quite hard going to do it. It wasn't very easy doing it, but it worked. So just as a one-off, I used a Sharpie permanent marker on this. What was that? Until I get my new airbrush. Well, the airbrush I've ordered, it's just for detailing work. I've got an Iwata airbrush, which is, the paint finish is brilliant on it. It sprays okay, but the only thing is, I didn't really realise on the write-up, but it only sprays from 5 to 35 ml spray. So as you can imagine, a lot of paint comes out of it, and there's no. Hold on, I'll unscrew it. I'll show you. That's the one I bought, and that cost me £90. It's a good airbrush. It gives you a good quality paint finish. The only problem with it is it's got no paint flow control on it, so the only way you can control it is this. But even then, it's not. I wouldn't say it was brilliant. You have to spray at least, I'd say 8-9 inches away, because if you didn't, there's too much paint flow coming out of it, and you can't control it very easily. And there's no way that you could do panel lines with that. I think this, you'd end up with a panel line what was about 7 or 8 mil wide, because that's as far as this airbrush will go. So I'm going to use this for doing like my main spraying, like the big stuff, and then I'm getting my new one, which is the Iwata SBP. Apparently it's the professional's workhorse. That's what it says on the write-up. And it's cost me £200, and it does really fine hairlines. It does hairlines that I'd say, oh, as you can see these little lines here, it will do a line like that with the airbrush, because it's got a 2 mil. It goes from 2 mil up to 20 mil spray line. And I've watched a couple of videos, and there's a couple of artists who've got their own artist studios doing like pictures and things, and that's what they use. So an early Christmas present, I'm getting one of those, and as soon as it comes I'll do a video on it. And it's got side cups, and you can change the cup from left to right. You can put a regulator on it. You can do quick paint swap, so you don't have to clean out the cup every time you use it, because you can put different size cups on it. And the cup has actually got a swivel on it, so if you're painting up and down, you can swivel the cup round to the angle that you're spraying. So I'll show you that when it comes. Right, onto this. I'll show you the undercarriage of this. Hope it's dry. There's the undercarriage. That, might see if I can hold this. There's the undercarriage. Yeah, you can see the panel lines come through quite well. It's come out really well. Right, carry on, let that dry. Right then. And I found myself a shelf that someone was going to chuck away, so I've put all my stuff in my shelf. Look, it's coming very handy. There you go. I've got my stuff up there, I've got my stuff in there. Frees up my bench, and I've got more room. Right, turn this round. Anyway, boys, that's my progress so far. So this won't be long now, and it will be the next time I do an update on this. All the camo will be on. The main decals will be on. And maybe the weathering, or I might just leave the update and complete the whole thing in a few days, and then just put it on as a complete aircraft. I'm not sure. Loving all your videos, boys. Anyway, I'm still sifting through everybody at the moment. Saw Frankie Day, he's got a couple of good builds he's been doing. Steve's done a couple of good builds. Alex modelling with his 109 G6. Looks absolutely superb, Alex. Great job. Love the chipping, the weathering, the paint job, excellent. Who else have I seen? Panzerman Bunker, his diorama, where he's used the different scales of figures. Like he's used bigger scale figures and put them there, and then as he's layering back, he's used smaller scale figures and tanks, different scales, to give you that illusion of like distance, which I thought was absolutely brilliant. Model Pro 72 with his Falcon bomber. I'm really looking forward to seeing that. I've had a look a couple of times on his site to see if he's done a video on it, but there's been nothing on there at the moment. Come on Lenny, get that build done. Right, and there's quite a few other people, but I can't remember off the top of my head because my memory's terrible. Right then boys, thank you very much, and I'll see you very soon. Bye bye.